It's not the fastest. It doesn't go off like a rocket or anything, but it's pleasant to drive in the city. You'd be surprised with the price when you look at the interior.
Yes. You made me walk.
Hey there.
Hello. Good morning. So what are we driving today, Paulo?
Today we are driving the 2021 Chery Tiggo 7 Pro. So this is the successor to the previous Tiggo 7. It does have the same engine as the previous one, but the body is different. New features on the exterior and on the interior. And this is one of the middle models of Chery. So there's a Tiggo 2, the Chery Tiggo 8, which is their biggest SUV.
Right.
And there's this one and the Tiggo 5X.
Okay. How's this body different from the previous 7 body?
The one from before is a bit smaller. It has different headlights, different grills. So they changed a lot of things. The only thing that remained actually is mainly the powertrain. So this car is equipped with a 1.5 liter gasoline engine. So it's the same engine that was found in the previous Tiggo 7.
So it's using the same engine as the Tiggo 8?
Yes.
But with a different transmission?
Yes. This one has a 9-speed CVT. Nice color too.
It is an interesting color.
Yeah. So this comes in at 1,276,000.
Really?
Yeah. Just like what we've noticed with most Chinese cars, they really get a good grip of the market by pricing their cars competitively, and they also add a lot of features, especially inside the car.
Well, the inside of this car looks pretty nice, actually.
So you have this soft top dashboard with double stitching here above the instrument cluster and on the main dashboard. It is matched with silver accents that goes along from each side of the dashboard. And you see that same kind of color on the aircon vents.
Yeah, and it's not flashy silver. It's kind of a subdued silver. You've got multi-textures here.
The gloss black material on the center console might not age the best, but it blends well with the gear lever. If I can say one thing, I feel that the plastic they use on the center console and on the gear lever feels a bit thin.
Okay, I'll put it this way. At that price point, everything's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that your favorite part about this car is, again, the interior, right?
Yeah, that's what I've liked about the Chery Tiggo 8 also, is the interior.
Yeah,
it has the same ambient lighting as the Tiggo 8. It also has this feature where you can match the beat of the song to the lights.
Okay, I don't know how I go that far.
I tried it for like just one evening. I went to the normal mode.
Okay, so it's fun for a while.
Yeah. What's interesting is that, you know, like in the previous Tiggo 8 video, you were saying how the center console of the Tiggo 8 had a lot of similarities to some Land Rovers.
Yes.
Apparently, Jaguar Land Rover and Chery actually had a partnership. So this platform is called the T1X platform. It was developed in conjunction with Jaguar Land Rover. So that explains the similarities of this one, the dual zone climate control.
Okay. And this has got a floating,
it's a big
console. There's something underneath it.
Yeah, it's a big cargo space. On the center console.
This is a charger.
Yes, it has a wireless charger. Yeah, you just have to make sure that your smartphone is equipped with wireless charging. It also has a 10.25-inch infotainment screen, which is really standard nowadays for cars in this level. It has Apple CarPlay, but it doesn't have Android Auto. So if you have an Android phone, you have to connect using their QD link.
Wired.
On there, you have 2 USB ports. So one is just for regular charging, and the other is where you can use to connect the QD link. And it has a good amount of space.
Yeah.
In terms of cargo space, when you have the second row up, it has 475 liters of space. And if you put the second rows down, you have a total of 1,500 liters. I put a bike in there.
Is your seat electric?
It's electric. So yours has a 6-way adjustment, mine's 4-way.
Okay.
The steering wheel has tilt and telescopic. So that's a huge plus, because most cars don't really have telescopic anymore, unless you get the really luxury ones.
Okay. It has the often desired, rarely used moonroof.
It's tinted though, so I guess that helps.
How does it feel though?
In terms of driving comfort, it's very pleasant.
Right, it actually is.
It matches the plush interior. It feels nice. It's smooth. It's very light. It's not the fastest. It doesn't go off like a rocket or anything. But it's pleasant to drive in the city when you're just cruising like this. The steering is very light. I did the finger test. You can U-turn with your pinky. I mean, we mentioned before the Tiggo 8 that we've experienced some issues when it comes to its dual clutch.
That's right.
It kind of felt laggy sometimes, especially if you're coming from a full stop. But for this one, since it has CVT, it's a lot smoother.
Okay, remember we have companies where they're making the commitment to CVT, so they're making the commitment to dual clutch transmissions or traditional transmissions. With the Cherys, they are using different types of transmissions for different uses. And in this case, the 1.5 liter engine that is also in the Chery 8,
8, yeah.
but with a different transmission.
They also have a traditional automatic for the Tiggo 2. So,
Okay.
so far, we've had a 4-speed automatic, a dual clutch transmission, and this one, a 9-speed CVT.
Which do you like better?
This CVT and the 4-speed automatic of the Tiggo 2 would earn it interchangeable for me. But definitely, I would rank the DCT third.
It is very easy to drive, huh?
Yep, it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it's not responsive like the Geelys are. It's a firm suspension, but it's going over the curves nicely.
Yep.
It's not jarring. It's not bad.
It's okay for every day. It's comfortable, but it doesn't give you so much power.
Did you take it on a long drive?
I didn't, but if you step on it, it can actually go. It's not just all sound.
Yeah, it's got a good amount of.
Yeah.
Given what we just said, you're right. The issues I had with the 8 transmission are not at all.
Exactly. Not at all.
It's not an issue.
It's very contrasting.
Yeah. If anything, I would say is the engine. It's not the smoothest thing in the world, but I mean, I hear it, I feel it. So for you to be smoother, we'd be at a 3-liter inline or something. So it's not
doesn't affect your fuel efficiency or consumption.
Yeah.
And at this car, you don't really look for performance.
Yeah.
You look for convenience and comfort and practicality.
Yeah. This is a good example of choosing a CVT to work best with a smaller engine.
The instrument clusters here is mostly digital. So it's similar to what you would see in the other Cherys, the upper models. It has sport mode and eco mode.
But
the gear
still,
level, it's electronic. It also has electronic parking brake with auto hold. The 360 panoramic view camera. So it has 2D, 3D. It has front and rear views and sensors. When you're parallel parking, of course, when you go in reverse, it'll show the back. But when you go on drive to fix your parking, it shows the front also. Plus, it doesn't really go away right away. So once you put on drive, it stays there to make sure like you're too close to the car in front.
I find it very useful. And I was completely against cameras before.
It does have a host of safety features.
Like what?
They have ABS with EBD, electronic stability control, brake assist, emergency braking system. It has 6 airbags, dual front, side airbags, and the curtain.
So, okay, those people have been sitting there for a very long time. It looks like there's a chicken beside them.
Maybe they're breaking up or something.
So who's this car for, Paolo?
This car is for people who want a plush interior, all the tech stuff, but at an affordable price. It's around 300,000 cheaper than its rivals.
Its rivals being what?
For example, Subaru XV.
The Subaru might be a bit more sophisticated. We'll have all the engine stuff we like, all the technology we like. But, this is a bit more vehicle. You can't argue with size.
If you get this car, it's because maybe the interior quality of construction is at the top of your list. But for us, for example, who really like the driving dynamics, of course, you will still have better options.
Is it off-roadable? Is it all-wheel drive? Is it two-wheel drive?
It's front-wheel drive, no 4-wheel drive.
All right. This car does not feel like I'm taking a chance. Okay, it feels very, solidly built, nicely put together. I don't feel anything that's not
out of place.
Yeah, I keep talking about holistic cars, right? Yeah. This seems like a very well-designed all-around package. 10 years ago, we were trying different cars or whatever, and they were disasters. And you could kind of feel from day one that they weren't exactly up to spec. This does not feel like it's not up to spec. This is fine. So I don't think we're taking chances with this car. It's very pleasant to drive.
It is. They didn't just slap different tech and features to make it more appealing. It actually goes well together.
Correct. It's a nicely thought out car, and we had issues with the 8. Whereas this thing, I don't really see any issues. I think it'll be very competitive. I think if you are going against the other new country cars, and the first one to mind is the Geely, then I think you would buy this on price. I think that would be your key factor for this. Whereas with the Geely, I think your key factor is the feel of the car.
Yep. But what this one has over a Geely is the 1 million kilometer powertrain warranty.
That's true. And how much is it?
This is 1,276,000.
It's not bad. It's a value car.
It is. You'd be surprised with the price when you look at the interior.
Yes, if you're building the cocoon in which you want to live your life while you're driving down the road, this is a nice one. So that is that. Tiggo 7 Pro. In teal, if you like.
In teal. I like teal.
You're not matching it though.
I don't have a teal shirt.